What's up, everybody? Mike Lindsley back with you for an ML Sports Take, brought to you by Stumble and Monkey Brewing Company, Camillus Golf Club, and Stanley Law Offices. The Bills get it done at home 20-12 in a game that was just really, really hard to win. When you think about the defensive battles of the first half, I thought Josh Allen was simply the difference, using his legs. Obviously, that teardrop throw to Knox, he was kind of out of sorts with some different players. And look, the Bills today, they did not get their superstars to produce really anything that would jump out at you off the page, right? And so you get, Stephon Diggs, Gabe Davis. They had 6 catches and 68 yards between the two of them. Dawson Knox, it was kind of a Dawson Knox day in a way. I mean, 4 catches, 41 yards and a touchdown. Obviously had that great play. Allen kind of just floating the ball over to him, and then he goes up and over, which Allen did earlier in the game as well, basically full 360. So it wasn't like a superstar type of game. Even Allen, I mean, he was only 16 to 27 for 147 yards and a touchdown. But the key was Josh Allen did not turn the ball over. We know that the last time these two teams met, that the Jets got those turnovers, and that was a big reason why they won. In this game particularly, the Bills were able to run at 102 yards, but Josh Allen gets back up to, the top of the leaderboard there, rushing, which we don't want most times, but today it just had to happen. The conditions were absolutely brutal. The sleet and the snow and the rain and wind and all the rest. And it was just an ugly, miserable Western New York day. I thought that the Bills really did a tremendous job on, up front. I thought A.J. Epinesa that might have been his best game as a Buffalo Bill, honestly. I mean, he was all over the place. He batted down the ball late. He had a sack in the first half. He was great against the run. He was pressuring on the edge. He was fantastic. Matt Milano was all over the place. Taron Johnson was, for the most part, pretty good. Tremaine Edmonds, Jordan Poyer, they brought it again today. The Bills had 4 sacks, and the Jets had 3. And I thought the offensive line got better in the second half. They made some adjustments. The Jets had 3 sacks in the first half. They did not have any in the second half. And you have to credit the Bills' offensive line there. I thought they really buttoned up some things and made it happen. I mean, that's a Jets defense that's really, really good. The Jets have talent all over the football field. Garrett Wilson's an absolute bona fide superstar number 1 wide receiver. And look, if they can somehow find a quarterback in the very near future with this roster, I think their roster is developing into something that maybe San Francisco has. The similarity there, of course, is that they don't have an elite quarterback. They've had Jimmy G. They drafted Trey Lance. He's injured. That roster for about 2, 3, 4 years has been one of the best in football, minus the elite QB. Well, the Jets, they have a developing roster right now. They need a QB. No disrespect to Mike White, who I thought showed a ton of guts today. He got pounded by Matt Milano. He came back into the game and played and actually was serviceable, but just wasn't enough. In a game like this, in the cold, in the conditions, the Bills can find more ways to win than the Jets, and I thought that was really the name of the game here in this one, along with, the fact that Josh Allen just kind of, had those willing plays, right? And, really got the Bills, kind of on the board in the second quarter with the pass to Dawson Knox. And then when the Jets tied it in the third quarter, the Bills answered right back, 6 plays, 75 yards, 239, with Allen's rush TD, and then Bass hit the field goal. Then Bass hit another field goal. It was 27. You're like, okay. And then 20-9, and it started getting a little dicey. The Jets get the ball back, right? You had that blocked kick, the blocked punt, the safety, and you're kind of sitting there going, oh boy. And then Carter fumbles, right? And then the Bills get it back, but then the Jets get it back, and it's one of those cases where they're, down 8, right? And they just ran out of time. They ran out of plays made, and the Bills found a way, and they remain at the top of the AFC. We'll monitor the Chiefs and the Broncos here today. I fully expect Kansas City to win that game, but it's a crazy day again in the NFL. The Texans should have beaten the Cowboys, in that game. They had a chance to close it out at the 1-yard line. But the Bills, 10-3, 5-1 at home. That's a pretty good sign right there, defending the home turf and all the rest. And now they prepare for a very, very good Miami team on Saturday night. in terms of the prime time flexed into that spot. Mike Lindsley with you here. It's an ML Sports Take brought to you by our great friends at Welch & Company Jewelers. Hey, go online, welchjewelers.com. It's that time of year. Engagement rings are in season. They've also got wedding rings. They have necklaces and bracelets and watches and a heck of a lot more at Welch & Company Jewelers, the official jewelry store of the ML Sports Platter. Log on to welchjewelers.com. That's welchjewelers.com. And I did want to throw a quick tip of the cap thank you out there to the Allen Angus Pub and the Vince Aguirre Consulting Group. If you're looking to become a better leader, both personally and professionally, you can take some online courses. You can do it in person if you're in and around Central New York. VCGtransforms.com is a website for that. Please like this video and subscribe to my channel. And as I always tell you, enjoy the games.